According to authorities, 44 people have died this year in Ontario as a result of impaired driving. The stark figure coming as police across the province launched the annual holiday ride program to remind people to drive sober during the Christmas season. Julie Sharp has the story.
Steve Meehan is a survivor.
Back in September of '96, I was heading home on the highway, and unfortunately an impaired driver come across the median and hit me head on. Next thing I knew, I woke up, I was in the hospital, and life changed from there.
Meehan says life has never been the same since the accident, while sharing his lived experience today at the province's launch of its annual Reduced Impaired Driving Everywhere, or R.I.D.E program.
A lot of the injuries I sustained, I still need a couple surgeries 28 years later. You know, the brain injury never goes away. One of the craziest things is the nightmares you still have. 28 years later, waking up in the middle of the night, you still think you're there at the crash scene.
Rohan Thompson, Deputy Commissioner of the OPP, says a successful campaign is not one where police lay a record number of charges, but rather a campaign where nobody is out there drinking and driving.
Sadly, within the OPP, we've seen 44 innocent people die this year as a result of drivers who have been impaired by alcohol and drugs. We've had over 15,000 calls to our provincial communications center to report on members that are people that are suspected of drinking and driving.
Just behind me is a ride check that's taking place on Bronte Road, close to the QEW. Halton Regional Police say that this year, to date, members have administered over 1,900 roadside alcohol tests.
1,900 breathalyzer tests. They've resulted in slightly over 350 charges, as well as several warrants.
Those who spoke today all had one common message as we approach the holiday season: don't drink and drive, and don't do drugs and get behind the wheel.
Leave the keys at home, or take a taxi, or get a designated driver.
Simple, don't do it. Don't do it, you know. I'm one of the lucky ones.
If you're out and you see someone that has been drinking, start having the conversation about how will you get home.
Just a reminder that you may see a ride check around the corner when you're on your way home from holiday parties.